Breaking news, my wonderful people. Hey, now wow, it is happening. No, Obedience, a bunch of hungry, jobless fools. Okowa. My dear, remember that Obedience, we are the very hometown of our very own brother, the governor of Delta State. And when you say something can pepper the flesh, it's in fact, it's unimaginable. The governor of Delta State apparently doubles as the vice presidential candidate of our very own brother Atiku Abubakar. That's part of what is really rocking the boat in the People Democratic Party currently. Because our very own brother Wike said, no, what's happening is not right, it's not acceptable. This man told us that, he told me that I'm going to be his vice presidential candidate. Speaking of person of Atiku, all of a sudden he's changing his mind, All of a sudden he has changed his mind. So these are part of the things that have really caused, quite a bit of stir, and has really made the boat to rock. And currently now, this is what is happening. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Obedient, a bunch of hungry, jobless folks, Okowa declared. Mr. Andrew Okowa, the younger brother to the Delta State Governor, Dr. Ife Okowa, has described supporters of Peter Obi, presidential candidate of the Labour Party, as bunch of hungry, jobless folks. Governor Okowa is also a chieftain of the People Democratic Party, the running mate to Atiku Abubakar in the 2023 general election. Andrew Okowa outburst was coming on the heels of the Obiedient rally in Asaba, Warri, and later the governor's younger brother, Andrew, outburst was coming on the heels of the Obiedient rally in Asaba, Warri, and later in Agbo. This, many believe, could have triggered his comment where he said supporters of Mr. Peter Obi are just a bunch of hungry, jobless guys. Nigerian youths who are desperately looking for identification. No place for obedience in Ikaland 2023 is closed. They should look somewhere else. They are trying to seek for identification. And they think Peter Obi is their match for them to be able to do that with. Okowa's comment was roughly condemned by many supporters of Peter Obi, candidate of the Labour Party, who have asked the governor to call his brother to order or distance himself from such reports. This is democracy, and anybody is free to identify with whatever candidates they choose to identify with. You don't have to tell us who we must follow because you say so. The governor has to call his brother to order in order for us to know where he stands. It is a choice of every Nigerian to choose whoever they decide to follow. This is not right, this is unfair, and Nigerians should not be blackmailed because somebody is feeling threatened. Wow. That's a serious one. I mean, it's really feeling threatened. I understand. Your brother is the governor. Not me, your brother not governor. Niger, hey, where anything goes. Anyway, my wonderful people, because there's no accountability. You can give your brother anything. Nobody will ask you anything. But abroad, hey. Have you heard the eyes is on the sparrow? Yes, so they are watching your every move. How come your brother got this? Does he merit it? Do you understand? Did he follow due process? How come is he the most qualified person? What did you do? What are your criteria? How come he was chosen than abroad or Niger? Everybody say everything goes. Now so we the matter they hit us, now so they hear us, now so we they see them. Anyway, Atiku Abubakar, running mate brother, is not happy with Obedient at all. Say, how come only Peter Obi dey? So na come, na go Agbo, na shut down the town. Everybody just they come. Well, you can see, like he said, I identify one of the things he said. Nigerian youths are crying for identification. Yes, do you blame them? My answer is no. How many people have projected themselves and has put themselves out there as a shoulder to lean on to say, know what? Yes, we can. Let's make this work. Nigerians are tired of the same status quo. We want a different ball game altogether. For a long time, we've been deceived by politicians for far too long. How can we continue like this? Are we going to continue with this over and over again and expect that things will suddenly fix themselves? Answer is no. Things will only fix themselves when we have government systems in place that begin to, align with the structures and what ought to be. Before you know it, people begin to follow. There is now what we call law and order. There are ways that things ought to go. And before you know it, things are looking the way they should. Not where some people, cannot really, we don't even know where to stand with them. We don't know where they stand. So these are some of the things happening. And so if you look at things very well, you will understand that we need to move. We need to move. We need to make that difference. And that difference is now. We need to move. Okay? We can't just sit back there and do nothing. For if you do nothing, you give chance for things to become more manipulated, if you ask me. Okay? So if things must change, Nigerians must rise up to the occasion, and the position of truth cannot be overemphasized. You see, for a long time, Nigerians have been in that sphere, in that position where we are thinking, oh, what do we do? How do we get men and women who are truly concerned with the relevance of what is happening? How do we get men and women who could possibly, channel the course of this nation in the right direction, bring about policies, investments, and things that will move Nigeria forward? When last did we have men and women who are honest, who are sincere, who are desirous of this nation to move forward? Go and check. Most of, if not all of them, almost every one of them have, their families well settled in nations of the world, because they know that Nigeria is not that place that they can truly, stay. Okay. And, so it is what it is. And so if we want change, let's ensure that we begin to maximize the change. Yeah, we align with it, and we ensure that the change is what the desire of what we are envisaging comes to be. No one will do it for us. And that's why we have been given an opportunity to vote. The opportunity for you to vote is so that you can express yourself. It's so that you can adequately, reposition yourself in terms of speaking out for what you see and what you think could be done, to change the course of what is happening currently today. For a long time, Nigerians have suffered in silence. Let's not continue with that same position where some people take advantage of what belongs to us because they think it is their right, or because they say so. Okay, let's stop it. Let's really stop it. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. God bless. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.